It's Made Paradox here, and today's video I'm going to be talking about the Novaflare buffs, and I'll give you my take on it, why I think that it's still not good buffs, and it's quite inconsistent with it as well. As you can see, from 12th of March, when they released the Novaflare, which characters were getting Novaflares, it was basically, well, Theo, Ho, and Firefly. Three of the characters that actually I think needed those buffs. But Firefly really did not need that, honestly, though. It could have been any other character that were lower tier than her needed the most because she was already good with Dahlia. There was no point with that. And I think I'm going to give you guys a detail as well of what buffs they also decided to give the characters to. And plus, as well, the first novel we got was 3.0. Then we had to wait 0.6 patches to 4.0 to get the second one, and then point 0.2 to 2. So we're gonna make this consistent, which I really like. Now the first one being, of course, in a Firefly. Firefly has Firefly character. Firefly's kit was basically already good. It didn't need any improvements, so they still went and did. So the first one is the hand skill can apply fire weakness to all targets. Basically, if you were to using the you would be in her enhanced mode using the skill, it will not give any more of the fire weakness to one character, but for all three of them. Which I mean, it is a good thing honestly now. Then so which means you can break the two characters a lot faster now. But still, it kind of was really unnecessary when she was already this good. The second thing I would consider is the fact that skill causing weakness break enemies extends the duration of complete combustion state. This wasn't really that necessary for her kit at all, because even in Sam's weakness, because it just gives her more weakness break efficiency increase, whilst giving the complete combustion countdown when using it, the complete combustion down order is delayed by 10%, meaning you can stay in it for a bit longer if you were to break characters. I'll say this: these are so small that this isn't even considered a big a buff for her. It's just you can consider this a small patch buff basically for her though. Now for Horse, first divine person can additionally restore HP to the other target lowest HP. Since I believe that this one is a very good one though, as if you were to use Hua and regenerate HP though, it could honestly regenerate three of the characters, even basic and direct characters though. The but divine Parisian basically their ultimate now restores HP for that target who has the lowest HP. Basically, I think that is basically an incredibly good one for Kidashi. Her healing is good, but they basically improved it with like, hey, the old can give energy. Now we can heal the lowest member who give HP to the lowest member who has low HP. Second, increases divine permission duration ultimately can refresh divine permission. So basically meaning that after enhancement will regenerate energy and gets divine permission at the start of combat. In at the end the duration of our skill to 2 turns. You can basically use a skill or ultimate basically to keep this up. So basically with the cat with low HP will never be low and it will be always keep like getting up and healing. Third ultimate can now increase any attack damage with max is greater than or equal to a certain value. This is honestly is another good one. So basically if your character has like max energy and you need to use Huohuo's ultimate to give other characters plus, it's quite necessary for it. And so with it, if she would use his ultimate, she would give additional attack to the ones who have already max ult, and while the others give their like ult energy to their ults. So I would say for Huoho, this was another good one, but not necessarily fixing the entire thing for her. This she still will have some problems, but this I would consider as like also like a small buff for her, which is all right. I would say nothing major. Then comes Sealan. An attack target's HP falls below a certain percentage, automatically triggers one skill attack against them. So it's saying that percentage is less or equal to 50% of Seala's HP, or equal to 50%. Seala automatically uses a skill one time on it. Meaning, let's just say, like, use close to 50. Use your skill, she immediately goes and uses the skill again without wasting a skill. Which, honestly, is basically like a follow up attack. Second, after defeating enemy, increase the unit's damage dealt. The second one is honestly cool because you see like could drop up trap damage, but it was basically low. Now with this, she can basically get more increased damage, do more damage, and well, also using the automatically triggers one skill attack against them. I would consider that this was a huge buff for Seal's character, and honestly, it was necessary for her because she was the first limited character, and she basically was so far down there for a while. And now for World, there is a lot to say here, but I will try to summarize my best. So the weightless, meaning if somebody's weightless, if somebody was you, if you've broken somebody with will, and another character decides to attack them, it will deal more damage to the enemy. Well, it's effective, they can use attack at a certain ratio. Basically, if you have a lot of attack effective rate, some of that can turn into a certain ratio of attack for him. And then third deals additional damage to enemy target using basic attack or skill, meaning he'll deal more damage to the enemy. It basically made Bolt into a TPS. So I would say out of all this, D3 definitely deserved it. This was if, for her. I would say it really didn't save much. Did it really buff anything much? It was a good one, but it's small. I would say. And as for you, for Firefly, it was unnecessary for her. She was already good. No need for it. She did not need it at all, though. But I have a feeling like they only did it because they thought of about putting her banner up as the for the 4.2 reruns, which was completely pointless because she was already good. There was no need to buffing her. For these two, it was just necessary because she's now put into standard banner. So is he. So is he. And technically, you can also get her free now. So we're good though. But I would say this though, the Novaflame's arc still quite weak. So I hope they buff them as well, and I hope they introduce like more characters than either. For instance, we were to go all the way down here, you could see like King runs down here, even with the buffs given to main characters. He fellow, Clara, Emika, technically, and Argenti requires much more. So does she? Look at Mose, or even Dong Hung by Lune. She's completely down there right now. The comparison also to Doctor Ratio, he's also not even good. And to then even to Yanshin, come on. I think he also needs a buff pass like right now. But honestly, I would say I've said everything that I wanted for this video. I hope you'll enjoy it. Leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next one.